Here we go. One final tune-up here before districts start on Monday. The Nordic's in the white, Lakeville's in the black. Sawyer, Remy, Cora on the forwards. Lillian and June, man in the blue line, to start us out. Lakeville able to dump it right into the zone. June grabs it behind Elliott, mishandles, plays it up towards Sawyer. Sawyer gets it up to Cora. Cora to Remy. Good puck movement here for the Nordics. Remy can't hold on to it. And Lakeville's in the neutral zone and moving the puck well themselves. Lillian stops them right in their tracks as they get into the Nordic end. And then she goes across the neutral zone, finds Sawyer, who gets swiped away. Lakeville cuts it back across the neutral zone, and Lillian stops them right at the blue line. But they dump it in, cut off by number 12, Sawyer Mickelson. She plays it up ahead to Lydia, who's off the bench and free. Lydia from the circle fires one. Saved by the Lakeville goalie. Nula was there for a rebound. She takes a little swing at it, gets it in on the goalie, who lays face first on it and covers it up. And the Nordics, with the first scoring opportunity of the game, can't convert in traffic. Played out to the point to Sydney McCambridge. She fires one, rips it off the hind end of the Lakeville defender, and Lydia scoops it up, cuts it back, circles around, centering look. Intercepted but poked away by Soph. And then Lydia sent it into Nula. Nula's shot wide. And Nula again takes aim at the net. And Lydia tipped it almost right into the back, but the tip ended up wide. And Sophie behind the net, pestering Lakeville the whole way. Lakeville finally able to break free, skate it out, but Soph's right back there again. Pokes it away. They get tied up on the boards. And the dump in comes to Sydney McCambridge. Sydney cuts it back and up the middle. Defender falls in the center circle. Sydney cuts it back. And Lakeville's back the other way. Oh, Sawyer and Cora are content to just let Lakeville grab that puck. I don't know what that's all about. Sydney chips it up. But also, Lakeville's offsides. Bummer. Sawyer had it, was looking for somewhere to go, and had a little bit of space to work with. Nula steps in between two defenders and then gets pinched between them both. Takes a dive. Puck comes loose back out to the point. Nice hold by June. June dumps it back down low. Soph trying to play it, look closer. Couldn't get it by a defender, and they're able to chip it out. Soph will cut him off. They send one in towards Elliott. Goes wide and around the boards. Lakeville tries the center. Kept out by Nula, and Nula skates it out. Across the red line she goes. Her pass at the blue line goes wide of Soph, and Sophie gets shoved down to the ice. That pass just a little long. And the pass back out to the points, intercepted by Lydia, and again, Lakeville offsides while HP had the puck. Face-off comes out to Lakeville. They tried to dump it down. Came out to Sydney. Sydney gives way to Remy. Remy gains the offensive end. Puts a shot in on the goalie. Routine save. Nope. Because you guys don't do it. You guys goof around too much and you don't actually do it. Absolutely not true. She does, but so do you, and so does Rowan. Last time I let you guys record at Minneapolis, you were upstairs throwing Skittles. No, you guys aren't doing it. No. Breakaway shut down by Sydney McCambridge. Good hustle to get back in that one. Hadley was taking it back the other way and it got stolen. Lakeville came back the other way again, got it down close to Elliott. But again, the Nordics turn them away. Lakeville was able to hold it in. Hadley has it. Hadley's around Elliott. Hadley looking for somewhere to go. Both her and her Lakeville counterpart go down. And she gets it off to Sid. Sid banks it off the corner. And she gets a poke away. Hadley back with it again. Hadley makes a move, gets rid of a couple of defenders, plays it to Lydia. Lydia gave it away to Lakeville there, and Lakeville's shot went well wide, and now back out to the Lakeville point. And Sawyer has it, and Sawyer won too big of a touch there, lost it, gets it back, but then gets it taken right away. June plays it up to Nula. Nordics moving the puck around. Back out to Soph. Soph into Nula. And off of Nula's stick and onto Lakeville, and Lakeville's in from the circle. Elliott smothers it. Lakeville holding it just outside of our zone, and they get it in a second too early, and they're offside again. Face-off comes out to the Nordics, and Lillian this time. Lillian shovels one ahead to Sawyer. Sawyer has it. She's got some room outside, cuts it back in. And she's in the middle in traffic, and she fires one too tall. Remy with the rebound behind the net. Plays it out wide to Cora. Cora trying to get it out. She plays it out to June at the point. June across the zone to Lillian. Lillian, she's going to put one down low. Kind of in between Sawyer and the net there, and fell behind the net. And June can't hold them in, but Lillian can smack it away. Lillian, good little hezzy there, and Lillian turns the corner and heads up. Lillian looking to go coast to coast. She gets stymied right as she enters the circle in the Lakeville end. Nordics can't hold it, and Lakeville's out. Lakeville chips it in. Sawyer's there to cut him off. Now she can't turn it up. Lydia holds him, and she's able to get the puck out, but nowhere else yet. Lydia's still chasing. Lakeville circles around, and they're back in the Nordic end. Sid ties that shot up, and it goes way wide. And the Nordics send it out to the point of Lakeville, and that girl can whip it. She was high and wide, though. Plenty of velocity on that shot. Another shot from the point, corralled this time, back out top. Top of the slot, down low. Fancy little puck movement there from the Lakeville players, but they couldn't pull the trigger on a shot. And back around the net is Sophia. Sophia plays it ahead to Nula. Nula gives it away. But Lillian takes it right back. Lillian to Lydia. Lydia looking out for Sophie, but it's well behind Sophie, and Lakeville's back on the attack. Sophie right behind, Sydney right in front. And they do enough just to hold off Lakeville, and their shot behind was saved by Elliott. Sitting out front, cleared away by the Nordics. Hadley escapes. She finds Cora waiting up there right at the blue line. Pass a little out front of Cora. Cora has it. Cora's shot goes through the crease. And back out to the point to Hadley. Hadley rips one from the point. Oh, Sawyer has it. Oh, swiped away by the Lakeville goalie. Sawyer had nothing but net in front of her, but the goalie stick beat her to it. Nice play there by the Lakeville goalie. Sawyer, win that race. Win that race. Sawyer couldn't win that race. Lakeville had quite a head start. June trying to chip it in from the red line, but can't get it to go anywhere, and Lakeville has it in the circle. Poked away by Cora. Another one poked away by Cora. Lydia can't find it in her skate. And just as soon as the Nordics get it in, Lakeville gets it right back out. And they dump it into the Nordic end. And Lakeville finds the back of the net for the first goal of the game, and it's 1-0. Face-off control. I think they're the Cougars. Oh, Cougar fell. Soph takes advantage. Sending one down low, but nobody there. Lydia plays it back to Lillian. Lillian cuts it back, shovels the backhand in the direction of Soph, but it was behind her. Does the same thing there, picked off by Lakeville. Sophie was good defense up top of the zone. Lakeville's able to get it back down low into the corner. Lydia should have this one, but nope, Lakeville does. Lakeville's shot deflected by the Nordics and into the corner, where Sawyer steals it. Now Sawyer's heading up the middle of the zone here. Two in front of her. Let's see what she can do. She's going to try and split the two. Okay. I mean, the path of most resistance. Remy's able to capitalize on a loose puck. Can't get it much further. And Lakeville's back, smacked away by Sydney. And here comes Remy. Remy gains the offensive end. Tries to send the pass into Sawyer. It's behind her. Cora recovers. Sends one towards the net, but behind the net it goes. And Lakeville misplays it. Remy has it. Remy looks out front. There's Cora. Cora drops it back to Sawyer. Puck bouncing around, and another diving save by the Lakeville goalie. Sawyer leaves it out too far in front, but she does get it back. She cuts it back, and Sawyer's going to have a look. swatted down by the Lakeville goalie, and she keeps it out. And Remy pushed off the goalie after taking a couple of swipes at a rebound there. Hadley holds it in. About 8 feet in front of the blue line now. Nula chases it down. She has it in the corner. Now she's tied up. Loose puck to Sophie. Sophie back out to the point. Sydney. Sydney's shot blocked before it got going. Puck in the corner. 30 seconds to go in period number 1. Sophie holds it down in the corner. And she tumbles over and toppled Lakefield player. Nula gets it smacked away. And Lakeville's out the other way. Sid crashing in from the other side, smacks that puck away, and can't say Sydney's had enough, but then she mishandled it. And that'll do it for period 1. Fairly evenly matched, but Lakeville with the 1-0 lead. See you, Cam. Let's go, Nordics! All right, let's see if period 2 is a little higher energy here for HP. Nordics able to turn them over in the neutral zone and just get it in, but Lakeville's going to scoot that one right out. Sawyer swipes at it from behind. Trying to get it up out of the boards. Unsuccessful so far. Lillian circling around. Lillian will get it out, I think. Yep, she should get it out. Army of 3 in front of her. She cuts it back out wide. Lillian, top of the circle. Shot wide and in the corner. Held in by June. Oh, nope. Not. Psych. Oh, Sawyer. And Lakeville's right back in on Elliott. And it's 2-0. Sid intercepts that long pass, chips it off the boards to herself, runs into a Lakeville defender, and puck comes back the other way. Lydia holding them out for the time being. Everybody trying to kick at it, do whatever they can, and it's in the Nordic end. And back out thanks to Lydia. Rula slams on the brakes. Hadley with it behind our own net. He is in the neutral zone. Hadley forced way out wide. And she's going to take it all the way down back behind the net. Lose it in her skates, and the Cougars are coming back the other way. They squeak it by Sydney, and it's icing. June with a good poke check. Stops a breakaway. And Cora almost telegraphs a pass and has a breakaway of her own. Just couldn't break free. June plays it up the boards to Sawyer. Sawyer chips it out. Icing's alive and well, and icing it will not be. What? How? Come on, dude. All right. I don't know how to leave that one off. But whoa. Pads intercepts a centering pass, sends it up the boards to Lydia. Lydia saw Soph, but her pass was deflected up high and kept in the Nordic end. Hadley pokes it away, loses her twig. And Sydney with it around the net. Lakeville came off for a change, so there's 5 in front of her. Let's see. She tries to split the defenders too. Puck comes back to Hadley. Hadley sent it out front looking for Sydney, but it was way too hot for Sydney to handle, but she's got it now. And Sydney's back up in the neutral zone. Sydney in the Lakeville side. Sydney from the side. Answers with one. The Nordics are within one. Face off. Controlled by Lakeville, but they trip. Cora's hot on their trail, so is Sawyer. And somehow gets by them both and back out in the neutral zone and into the Nordic end. Sawyer cuts them off as they get in. And it's 3-1. Remy has it down low. Sawyer with her. Cora there too. And somehow Lakeville skates away with it. And does offsides. Great sliding play there by Hadley to poke it away right before they got another shot in on Elliott. Shot from the point, knocked down by Hadley again. Loose puck. Comes to McCambridge. McCambridge chips it up ahead, and from the same spot, can she do the same thing? No, through the crease it goes. Hadley. And Sydney, one more left. Sydney gets around the last one. Stopped by the Lakeville goal. No call. Lillian tied up around the net. Sawyer comes in to help and then just falls over. Puck loose in front. Cleared away by the Nordics. Still back out front it comes. June has it behind the net now. Here comes Remy. Sawyer's back in the box. Good way to help your team there, bud. That slash was worth it. Elliott shuts down the wraparound opportunity there. Lakeville wins the draw, back out to the point. They fire it across the zone. Self there. but they're able to get it down low. Hadley forces it away. Can't play it up the boards, and nope. Lakeville with it. They turn it back up into the hot slot, and Sophie's able to poke it out. 3:09 to go. Sydney's able to keep it out. Leaves it off for Sophia. Soph cuts it back. Soph. A shorty for Sophie. And it's back to 1-0. 3-2. Nordic's back within striking distance. Cuts. Oh. Cora. Oh, sorry, got a little ahead of her. Cora is on the far side. Still with it. Cora looking out front. Sawyer's there. Pass was disrupted. And Lakeville can't get it out as Hadley holds it in. She sends one down low. And the goalie covers her up. 2:12 to go in period 2. Remy's trying to poke it away, keep it in the corner. Sawyer joins the party. Sawyer turns away with it. Sawyer's shot, and Sawyer ties it up. Now she's even from that stupid-ass slash that cost her a minute. Oh, she just took her stick and whacked the girl. Oh. Sawyer ties her up there. Mula trying to crash it down low. Puck pops out back into the neutral zone. I don't know how that ended up back in the Lakeville end, but it did. And Lakeville's circling around their own goalie, cut off by the ref and Lydia. And the puck just breaks loose and offsides. Nordic says Hadley fires it back in. Face off back to Lakeville, and they play it out. Cut off by Sydney, but they dump it in. Sydney's going to grab it, but there's two right on her with a third right in front. She turns the corner on all three and then loses the puck a little bit, slows herself up. And Lakeville holds it into the Nordic end. They send one down towards Elliott. She sends it into the corner. Back out front. Sydney tries to tie him up. Elliott's there, and Elliott's there twice. Good plays there by Elliott, and then Soph intercepts a pass. And now Soph's back the other way. But Soph's held up before she can really get anything of note going. A good little rush. Oh, Lakeville's off for a change. Sydney catches him off. Soph stays onside. Sydney shoots it from beyond the circle. And it was deflected and back behind the net. 47 seconds to go in period number 2 here. It's all tied up. Hadley. Oh, puck loose on front. Nordic's cleared out, but not far enough. Another backhand look into the middle. Off the side of the cage, and Cora's with it. Cora's with him back behind the net. Cora strips him. Cora. She's able to get it out, and offsides on Lakeville. 19 seconds to go. Face off out wide. Sawyer trying to slap it ahead. Lakeville slapped it the other way. Lakeville holds. 8 seconds to go. Off the face mask of Elliott, and 4 seconds left. Sawyer's just going to do enough to kill this one off. And that'll do it. We'll start period 3 all knotted up. Just how we started period 1. Hadley in at center. Who switched to D? Sawyer's going to switch to D, it looks like. June with it. June loops one out through the neutral zone. Lakeville gets it back. June keeps him out of the Nordic end for a minute. Cora ties him up on the boards. Lakeville circles around. They're in the center circle. Hadley keeping pace. Hadley still staying right in front of him. Forces a turnover to Remy. Remy gets it taken right back. And offsides Cougars. So takes the draw. Lakeville controls. Lakeville gains the Nordic end and swing right by Sawyer and another point blank shot onto Elliott. And Elliott takes it right in the chest protector. And the puck's in the corner, and again, they dispatch of Sawyer. No problem. Shot up high, blocked by Sawyer. Back out comes to Lydia. Lydia shot went wrong. Mula gains the Lakeville end. Chips it into the corner. Can't get her back. Lakeville's back around their own goalie. Trying to get it out in front. They can't. Soph intercepted it, but Soph can't gain it. Chip it back in. Mula can. June holds it in. And it comes back out. But Sydney's there. Sydney, didn't see that girl. Oh no, Sydney takes a knee. And that's icing. No, the goalie tips it. The goalie played it for some reason. Comes back out where Lillian will have it. Lillian's trying to find someone. Finds Remy. He's parked in front of Elliott. Gathered up by June Taylor. June. Turnover. Back out to the Lakeville point. They're going to rip one. Wide of Elliott. Bouncing puck comes to Cora. Cora runs right into the stick of a defender, and Lakeville's back the other way. Nobody there. Sawyer's off the bench. And Sawyer does enough to tie him up and send the puck into the corner. And then Sawyer gives it away to the point of Lakeville. And Lakeville pops one in the top corner, and they have a 1-goal lead with 14 minutes to go. Face-off gathered by the D of Lakeville. They send it into the Nordic end, but Sydney with it. And Sydney plays it up the boards to Nula. Nula backhands it out. And Lakeville back with it in the neutral zone. Bounce it off the near boards, but it comes back to Lydia. Puck tied up on the board. Sophie comes away. Soph out wide on the far side. Soph in the Lakeville end, looking for a cross ice pass. It was intercepted. Finds Lydia. Lydia's shot blocked before it even got started. And somehow 2 minutes just ticked off the clock. Now there's 12 and a half minutes left. Sid stops them as they exit the zone. But Hadley has it. Hadley trying to center it from her knees. Back goes Lakeville. Lillian and Sawyer are there. And Sydney and Sawyer. Lakeville just kind of poked one in. Sydney comes away with that. Sydney backhands it off the board. Sid should win this race. She turns the corner on one more and has it. Her backhand goes through the crease. Had a wide open net. It comes back out to the point to Sawyer. Sawyer rips it from the top of the circle. Deflected out wide. Another one back out to Sawyer at the point. Sawyer walks it up a little bit, down low, bouncing around and covered up by the Lakeville goalie. 11:27 to go. Lakeville trying to come up out of the zone. Nula has it in the slot. Nula's shot. It's taken by a defender. June holds it in, sends it back down the direction of Lydia. Lydia gets tied up in the corner, and Lakeville skates away with it. And it goes out and right back in. The Nordics are offsides. Huh? Thank you. Lakeville looking to make it a 2-goal lead, and Elliott. Oh, I thought she loved it, but nope, it's a 2-goal lead. Hadley takes the face off, and Hadley's through. No, can't get it through. Puck taken from behind. And again out and again in, and offsides HP. Lakeville had the face off, then gave it to Sawyer, and Sawyer just sends it. What are you doing? Sawyer, what are you doing? Good play there by Sid. Pokes it away before they could get a shot on a rebound. Remy gives to Sid. Sid skates it in. Sid tries to turn the corner, and she's forced behind the net. Sid circling around the zone, turns, tries to fire one down. It's blocked. Hadley holds it in the Lakeville end. And Lakeville's able to get it out. Icing's alive. And Sawyer kills it off. Sawyer with it. Oh. Lula can't connect on the one-timer, and Lakeville trying to get it back. They're offsides. Thank you. Okay. And 7:22 and ticking. Nordics down 5-3. Soph cuts it back and loses the handle on it, and Lakeville's back. Really does a good job to shut him down. Puck comes out and back in, and offsides on the Cougars. Face-off comes out, and Lakeville almost gets a shot off from it. They swing it around the boards, back up to their D. D dumps it back into the corner. Where's Sawyer? And Lakeville go down. Sid stops a wraparound. Sophie back in there too. And now it's back out Sawyer's direction. Sawyer steals it. And Sawyer almost falling all over the place. And it looks like Lakeville will go into the box. Or is it Soph? Soph's going to the box. Lula's going to the box. Okay. Bouncing around on Elliott. Sawyer swipes it out of the crease. And good defense there by number 12. Oh, Cora almost squirts away with it. And she still can she? She does, but now she's got a bunch of Lakeville players right on top of her. Loose puck comes out to the Cougars. And the Cougars back in the Nordic end. Cora doing a good job to shut them down. Sawyer comes in for help, back out to the point. Cora's all over it. Across the zone it goes. Block shot by Sydney. And Cora's able to shovel it out and offsides Lakeville, but 4-10 and ticking. Nordic still down 2. They'll be back to full strength by the end of this. June holds them out. And Hadley's back the other way. Hadley. Uh-oh, she has nowhere to go. Sends one out front. Lakeville had it. Lakeville's back the other way. It shuts it down. 3:30. Lula has it. Lula forced out wide, turns, fires one down in front. But he was there, couldn't gather it. Back out around the corner it goes, out to the point to Sawyer. Sawyer fires one right into a Lakeville defender. Hadley has it in the corner. Hadley plays it back out to Sawyer. Sawyer rips another one from the point, blocked again. Lula took a swing at it. She couldn't connect. And no goalie there for the Nordics. Oh, jeez. Two minutes to go now. Hadley with it in the center circle. Hadley kicks it back to herself. Hadley has it. Hadley out wide. Hadley's shot snagged out of the air by the goalie. 152. And still an empty net for HT. .121, Sydney with it. Sydney playing it up to Hadley. Hadley chips it off the boards, but won't be able to get it back as Lakeville cuts her off. Soph is there, and Lakeville turns it back up. And Sydney McCambridge with a diving save. Cora's keeping it out. Lakeville has it, and it's still out. Cora's playing goalie here. Cora's all over the place, and finally breaks loose to Soph. And Soph's on the run. I don't know how they didn't score there. Cora just playing goalie like mad. Oh my God, Sawyer. It's just, what are you doing, man? Sydney's back on the attack here. Her shot, tall and wide. Hope Maple Grove's watching. We're coming for you. Monday night, district playoffs. And that one will go in, and it's a 6-3 game. See you later.